Hi, Bobcat community. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kat Folking, the principal at Great Brook School. During this screencast, I'm going to walk you through some of the major points of the reopening plan that are specific for Great Brook School. Much of what your children love about school will be the same. They will spend time with their friends, they will connect with their classroom teachers, they will be a part of a learning community, and they will continue to grow. The middle school model is based on the guiding beliefs set forth by the school board. This model allows us to safely return to in-person instruction while providing an option for robust remote instruction. Most importantly, this model allows students to make meaningful personal connections to their peers and their teachers. Students and teachers will be grouped into 4 pods to minimize community spread and maximize the ability for contact tracing by the Bureau of Infectious Disease Control. Pods will consist of students in grades 5 through 8 in order to keep households together. Each pod will have 4 core teachers, a special educator, and unified arts instructors. The number of students in a class will be minimized to maintain 6 feet distance, and students will be instructed by grade level within their pod. Students will attend school 5 days a week. While we hope to have all students attend face-to-face instruction, we understand that families may wish to have their student attend school remotely for various reasons. For these families, students will be able to remote into their classroom and participate with their peers in live instruction. Families will need to indicate their initial choice by August 14th. The district recognizes that parents and students may want or need to change the model, remote or in person, during the course of the school year. Changes to the initial decision are possible by communicating to me in writing by the first of each month. While we will accommodate requests as quickly as possible, it may take up to 5 school days to implement the change. Students will be expected to adhere to policy JH, attendance, absenteeism, and truancy, whether students are attending in person or remotely. Attendance will be taken daily in advisory and in each class and recorded in PowerSchool. Parents are expected to contact the school to report a child's illness or absence. Students will participate in morning and afternoon advisory each day to foster a collaborative and caring community of learners. Themes for advisory may include character building, soft skills, digital citizenship, executive function skills, social awareness, perseverance, decision making, self management, bullying and bystander education, and stress management. Students will receive instruction in all core subjects: literacy, math, social studies, and science. Specials will include art, music, FACS, PE, health, and industrial arts technology. School counselors will support social emotional learning instruction and provide additional support as needed. The Blended Learning Lab at the middle school is an additional learning environment in which students will access the face-to-face instruction through their Chromebook. The students in the Blended Learning Lab will be able to interact with the teacher and other students in the face-to-face classroom through video streaming. It will be used to maintain proper class size and provide flexibility for the individual learning needs of students. ELP opportunities will not be available during the 2020-21 school year. We hope to offer some of these opportunities remotely as co-curricular activities. Choral and instrumental opportunities will be provided through the general music curriculum. For the 2020-21 school year, middle school algebra students will most likely remote access the Algebra 1 course from the Blended Learning Lab. Students will be expected to complete robust assignments regardless of whether they are in remote or in-person instruction. Content area teachers will collaborate to determine assignments and assessments that will drive the grading procedures across the pods. Standardized assessments will be administered based on the requirement of the State of New Hampshire Commissioner of Education, and these will be completed by the end of October. Students will be graded using the established middle school grading scale for all courses. Before leaving home, every student and staff member will wash their hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Additionally, before leaving home, every student and staff member will complete the screening protocol. Nurses will communicate the screening protocol to the parent and guardian and will maintain regular communications home to all families with any updates or changes necessary per CDC and New Hampshire Department of Health and Human Services guidance. In order to minimize the risk of community spread, it is strongly recommended that family members drive students to and from school or carpool with other families in the same pod. If traveling to school by bus, students should wear a mask and follow CDC recommendations with regards to physical distancing while waiting at the bus stop. Students will be bused to school in pod groups. All students will have assigned seating and will be required to wear masks. There will be one student to a seat, unless from the same household, to allow for proper physical distancing. Student arrival and drop-off will be between 7:10 and 7:20, and a health screening will take place. If the health screening shows no risk, students will enter the building via the pod's designated entrance and head to their advisory. If the screening shows some risk, the student will be accompanied to a COVID-19 accommodation area located separately from the nurse's office to await pickup. Grab-and-go breakfast will be available via delivery to the classrooms. Late arrivals will call the school upon arrival, and the student will be met at the front door, and the health screening will be conducted before they enter the building. Dismissal will begin at 2:20. Bus riders will be dismissed first and will be called by pod. Parent pickups will be dismissed by pod after the buses have departed. Walkers will be dismissed by pod after parent pickups. Early dismissal. Upon arrival, parents will call the main office and the student will be dismissed through the main entrance. Students and staff will maintain 6-foot distance whenever possible. All students and staff members will be required to wear a face mask while on school grounds. Students and staff members will promote and practice frequent hand hygiene by washing hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds and by using hand sanitizer. Face masks need to provide adequate coverage of both the nose and the mouth. Regularly scheduled mask breaks will be incorporated into the daily schedule. Recess will be scheduled by pods in order to limit the interaction of students to within their own pod and to limit the number of students in any one area to support physical distancing. Students are not expected to wear masks at recess as long as physical distancing can be maintained. Recess equipment will be cleaned thoroughly and routinely per CDC guidelines. Students must wear masks and practice physical distancing guidelines while riding the bus. When carpooling, students are highly encouraged to wear masks. Students will sit at individual desks, which will be placed 6 feet apart. This year, we will use a carry-in and carry-out procedure. Students will not be allowed to leave personal items at school, and no lockers will be assigned. Staff from the facilities department will maintain healthy school environments according to CDC guidance. This includes monitoring air quality, cleaning, disinfecting, and sanitizing. Building staff will maintain healthy school environments by opening windows, providing fresh air breaks, utilizing outdoor classrooms, and modeling appropriate physical distancing protocols and disinfecting any shared supplies between uses. Whenever possible, students will participate in instruction in outside spaces. When students are outside and able to maintain physical distancing, masks may be removed. The school's emergency operating procedures will also be updated to account for more time being spent outside during the day. Thank you for your time, and you are invited to join us at one of the community meetings on Wednesday, August 5th. The superintendent and assistant superintendent will join me to answer any questions you have about the reopening plan. We will meet in person at the high school gym at 5 o'clock, and then we will start a Zoom meeting at 6 o'clock. I sent out an email with a link to the survey to RSVP to these meetings. If you did not receive it, please let me know. I look forward to seeing you then. Have a great day.